What are you doing?
He's trying to check his hands.
Yo, I'm so glad I'm on this half of the couch.
Here, man.
What the fuck is going on
here,
over there?
here.
All right, now that y'all had a moment.
All right, we're here with another episode of the Round Start Podcast. As you always know, I'm your host, Urbane, and I'm always here with my co-host. We're just going to start calling him Nate because he no longer wants to be called Kresh. So
Call me whatever, I don't care. I don't know what's wrong with them, but you look like you look like you having a hard time with it. I don't know what's going on. You over there scratching his head, looking away and shit.
Because did you see what was going on next to me?
Like, these motherfuckers embarrassed me, bro.
Yo, man.
That's that half of the couch.
Get a little dance going and stuff.
No, man, but yeah, we got...
Now I'm remembering Flubber.
I don't even know what that is.
Can I get through the intro?
I'm sorry.
Faster.
I'm sorry. I'm
Too
fine.
quick. Pick up the reactions.
All right, and then...
If you were playing modern controls, you'd be able to one-button reaction this shit.
Intro, please.
Just thought we would be able to start normally, but we already on the bull. But okay. And then to my far left.
Hey, how's it going? It's Zora. You know what I'm saying? The young one, the one that never gets what they're talking about.
The one that's constantly trying to get us demonetized or canceled.
Hey, I'm new generation, you know. I don't really think about what I'm saying.
Facts.
And then we got my man Frank, man.
Yep, Frank Gains XP. I have a Twitch channel. Don't do it right now. But Street Fighter 6 is coming out, so maybe I will.
It's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be fun.
I technically also have a YouTube channel, but I don't do anything on there. But now that Street Fighter 6 is coming out, maybe I will.
We'll have to run some
There's gonna be
steps.
a lot of people doing it.
We'll have to
All
run some
right,
steps.
so since we already here, and if y'all wondering why we sitting here in Jim's store, it's kind of chilling. It's Memorial Day, so yeah, we was kind of chilling, and we realized we needed another episode before CEO. So yeah, we here. So yeah, we figured we'd do it today. So we gonna look a little bummy. That's cool. That's fine. You sitting on your couch at home anyway, or you at work. You listening to us. You ain't even looking at us. What
Or
you
if you're
caring for?
weird, you're in your fucking toilet and you're just like, man, these guys sound really cool.
I dress like this every day. I'm sorry.
You work from home.
So? Even if
I
I
work
went in
from
the office,
home-
I'd probably dress like this too.
Bro, if I worked from home, my computer would be in there and I wouldn't be wearing clothes. I'm
hot
answering
in
phones
Florida,
butt
bro.
ass naked.
It's hot. Yeah, it's real hot in Florida, man.
All right.
There's like been times where I can't even go outside, bro. My car's freaking heated.
All right, man. We're going to go ahead and get started. Since you already said it, this is the first topic we already got, man, because I know you wanted to go back into the discussion of modern controls. I'm going to actually let you take the lead on this one because you've done more research than me. And then go just explain what it actually is, and then everybody can give their opinion on. And we'll see if everybody's still going to stick with classic or if they're going to switch over to modern, you know, just based off of what you're going to give us on this one.
Yeah, for sure. Like, when I wanted to talk about this, it wasn't really to convince anyone to switch, right? It was more from a topic or from a point of view of playing modern controls doesn't automatically mean scrubby, right? Now, if we were talking about dynamic controls, yes, that's fucking scrubby. Don't ever do it. It's not tournament legal. And the difference between the two, I guess, is for dynamic controls, not only do you get like auto combos off of like one button and stuff like that too, and one button special inputs and all that other good jazz, it changes what it does based off of your proximity to the opponent and what situation that you're in. So it literally removes decision making for you, as opposed to modern controls where the inputs are simplified, but your inputs are always the same and you're still making decisions on when you should press these buttons, right? I guess, for example, if you're playing dynamic controls and you like are standing right next to one, you're gonna get like a close range normal, like cancel, like full combo kind of thing. As opposed to if you're pressing that same button at longer range with dynamic controls, you might get like low forward fireball instead or something like that. So it literally removes decision making. That's why it's not tournament legal, blah, blah, blah. Modern controls, on the other hand, it is just simplified controls, and there are definitely costs to using it, but it also enables like other situations, or it enables answers to situations that you wouldn't normally have by using like classic, right? For example, you can whiff punish like normals with super moves, and the reason why this is more viable in modern controls versus classic controls is because when you're playing in classic controls, you got to do the full motion input, right?
Gotta buffer
7
it.
frames.
Yep. Like, yes, you can buffer and stuff like that, right? You can like, with a normal, and while you're doing it, you can like fucking buffer and like react to shit, right?
Yeah.
You could always do that. But at the end of the day, you still need, for say Shinku Hadoken, right? You still need like 7 frames minimum of inputs in order to actually do it. You need the 2 quarter circles, and each direction of the quarter circle requires a frame by the game. And then you need the button press. I guess technically you can have the last direction and the button press on the same frame, so I guess it's only 6. But point being, you need at least 6 to do.
Whereas it's just
the
one frame by pressing the button.
Yes, or you can press the button and it's just one frame. So it's like, oh, they whiffed medium kick. I'm gonna press this button and boom, we're hitting you with a super move, right?
And he's dead.
Whether that's worth it or not, yeah, I mean, he could just be dead, and then that's very obviously fucking worth it, right? He's dead. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nailed it. But whether that's impactful enough to make a difference is another thing, because damage is scaled
Within the context of like, is it gonna kill him to end the match? Do you want to do it early and then you just blew all your fucking meter doing it? Blah blah blah, kind of shit.
You're
like that.
still blowing meter.
All contextual situations.
It's not like, oh my god, he can one button super, that's broken. There's still a lot of things that have to happen around that one button super to make a difference. But it gives you a new tool in a new situation. But at the same time, it removes other tools that you might have. So in classic controls, you have all your buttons, all your normals, and you can do everything as expected in previous Street Fighter games. You get all your command normals, you get like standing and crouching versions of all your punches and kicks. Not so in modern, and here's why, I guess. If you don't know anything about modern condenses light buttons, medium buttons, and heavy buttons into one button each. So instead of having light punch and light kick, you have
Punch
light
and
button.
kick.
It's just light button.
Oh, okay. So they hit you with the Marvel 3.
Yeah, basically.
Light, medium, heavy.
So light, medium, heavy are a button, and special move is a button, and then you have another button that you can hold down that's like a assist button, which basically gives you auto combos. But auto combos are scaled, and there's a whole bunch of like random fucking technical bullshit that goes into this that you don't have to worry about. Long story short, there is still skill required in playing modern controls. It doesn't play the game for you, right? You still need to make decisions off of positioning. You have less tools in terms of your normal, so you have to use the tools that you have better. And special moves, although easier, have damage scaling. Although if you are in modern controls and you're doing a special move like a Hadoken, you can still do the normal Hadoken motion as if it was classic controls and get the attack without scaled damage. So there's that too.
When you were like explaining modern controls, I'm sorry, but I couldn't get it off my mind. The Iron Man, the infinite combo, medium punch, medium kick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I couldn't get that out of my mind. Light punch, medium punch. If you don't do it in a rhythm, you gonna mess up. Mess with the rhythm, you gonna mess up.
We have seen like many fighting games up to this point that have like similar control schemes that are still really difficult, right?
I played Marvel 3.
Exactly. Marvel games in general, or not
Marvel 3.
Marvel 3 specifically has a light, medium, heavy special thing, but special is
I
like
think
launcher.
MVCI also has that.
Yeah.
MVC 2 and lowers where they still had like it was a 4 button.
Yeah, it was 4 buttons, but it was a little weird because they still had like heavy strength. As
Yeah,
well.
it was
Like if you pressed it twice, you got the heavy.
It was like
something
there
like
was
that.
heavy buttons and then there were non-heavy buttons. They weren't called light or medium because it changed between characters.
Right.
It was really weird. The characters launch different in that game. Like in Marvel 3, like the universal launch button is special. You press special, you're going up, right? And then you just hold up, you do your thing. In Marvel 2, if you picked Venom, you would have to press like the heavy button twice and he would do like a combo that popped him up.
Yep.
But if you just press Guile and you press heavy button twice, you're not doing shit. You have to like crouch do heavy and he does like an uppercut. It was unique to each character, whereas they made it a universal thing in the later games.
Really cool. Really, really cool.
I think Marvel's a little different though, just because one, Marvel was faster, and the combos in Marvel when we were watching Marvel were a lot longer and more.
Extremely elaborate.
Yes.
Street Fighter's always been a footsies based game.
So I would say,
I love
and
footsies.
I would say in essence, Marvel's a little bit different. So I kind of can understand more so why they would make it simpler for the inputs because of how much you're doing.
Feel that.
I mean, I get it, but like I said, the game's not out yet. I myself am on the side of classic controls. But
Funny enough, so like I intend to fuck around
With
and
modern,
potentially play Dhalsim in Street Fighter 6, right? The biggest reason why I didn't play Dhalsim in 4 and 5 was because that fucking Tiger Knee input for his teleport
Oh, bro,
was
that's
ridiculous.
insane.
So when you were talking about like modern controls, them having like fucking one button SPD, one button Hadouken, whatever, I was like, if there's a one button teleport, I might be switching. But now that I know it's still a one button teleport, you just pick a direction. We're good, bro.
It's
We're good.
I think it's actually pretty free. Cause when I was doing the trials for Dawson, bro, oh my god, it's so bad. I will never play this character in my life, but I was just curious, you know what I mean? And then I just like you had to do instant air DP into cross up into like a heavy, and then you had to do DP again. Like it's nuts.
I'm actually a little concerned about like Street Fighter 6 Classic controls and how many buttons we have available, because in Classic specifically,
The 6-button game.
it's a 6-button game. But normally you'd bind like your other 2 buttons, so like triple punch and triple kick. But I think that drive impact and parry are a lot better if you have them bound, as opposed to you just trying to like press medium kick and
I found
like
it
the 2
easier
mediums
to-
and the 2 heavies.
I found it easier for me to do it with the 2 heavies, and it's just the way that I react.
But it depends on where your buttons are. So like in Street Fighter 4 and 5, I bind my heavy punch to R1 and my triple punch to R2. So I have them on the same side. So
No,
if for me, I would be pressing like L1 R1 to activate V trigger. So sometimes I would go for V trigger activation and it wouldn't activate because I fucked up the input. So what I ended up doing is I ended up binding V trigger to a button. I ended up binding it to where my triple kick would be because I don't really use my triple kick, but I can also just fat finger X and circle, which is light kick, medium kick. Because I played Balrog, I didn't have a character where pressing different combination of strengths of buttons affected like the EX projectile movement or whatever. It was like you're pressing 2 kicks, you're getting fucking EX. That's it.
I'm not gonna lie. For me, like the V trigger activation on the 2 triggers up top didn't bother me.
But that's because you do this.
Yeah.
I do this.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck it is. My left hand is like 2 frames behind my right hand. It just wasn't working. I was like, nope, we're putting left trigger.
See, there's a quick twist in the soul
Yeah, I don't got time for that shit.
like for me, I just like I like to have my EX buttons fully accessible no matter what for like the 3 kicks, right? But I guess it's just me.
I got a fat finger, bro.
Well, mind you, I'm playing on like arcade stick hitbox or whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, like EX moves are super easy because you're just pressing the 2 fucking
Yeah,
buttons.
that's hella
But
easy, yeah.
For drive impact and parry, like it's a little easier. It's easier to press 2
You
buttons
start
that are
doing
on the
this shit
same
where you're
row.
fucking twisting your wrist.
Well, I usually like hit it with my finger and my thumb.
Okay.
Or like some people I've seen, they just like fucking like take their one finger, just the whole
Fat
fucking
finger.
thing. Fat finger, but literally your
Oh.
entire finger.
I used to do that
right?
shit.
That's crazy.
But actually started to do that in Street Fighter 5 too. But instead I would drop my triple kick button and replace that with the fucking super backdash that they added in. What the hell is the name of that shit?
V-shift.
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 Yeah,
That's
V-shift.
right. Yeah, I
So good.
actually swapped it out for V-shift, and I kept my triple punch because you use that for V reversal, and or for Ryu anyway. You do.
Yeah.
Like, if I was playing another character that needed kick, I would just bind that button to be kick instead.
Same, because
I literally
Balrog, I
use
got
it
rid of
for
my
that.
triple kick. Triple punch is my reversal. He's just like fucking
I don't know.
headbutt thing.
I feel like a lot of I feel like a lot of the older players are probably, like, not saying pros, but a lot of the older players, like, just for feel and comfortability, they're probably going to go with classic because it's what they're used to.
More power to you,
And then
for
I feel like modern controls, like the newer generation that have grown up with the Power Ranger game and the DNF games, like those games that were
Grapple.
built around that, yeah. I feel like they might be more comfortable playing on modern controls just because it's like, I'm used to it. Either way it goes, I'm not going to sit there and say I totally dislike modern controls because it like we said before, it allows more access to the game.
Whatever gets more people
Yes.
playing the game. I don't give
For
a
sure.
fuck.
And
what
that's
you got.
that's been the fighting game community's biggest struggle for the longest time.
Retaining players.
Because people come in and they're like, this
This shit
game
is
looks
hard.
Yeah, and they're like, this is hard. This game looks cool. That guy did a combo that was like 60 hits. I bet I could do it. And then like a month later,
You can't do it. You gotta practice, bro.
they're like, I
practice,
just
man.
keep losing.
People are just not used to practicing, bro.
It is easy to be demoralized. I know Frank himself has demoralized several players.
Still funny.
And Frank's not a bad.
I don't do it on purpose.
Yeah, Crash has done it to. Crash put a combo video for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid in the Telegram chat,
Still funny.
and no one played him.
I'm still ready to run that set. I'll play that game any day.
They saw
I'll
the
get mopped, but I'll do it.
They saw the combo and was immediately like, I don't really want that smoke, fam.
You gotta let them know, bro. You gotta let them know.
But nah, like so, like that's been our biggest issue. So with modern controls being there, I'm not totally against it. There are certain things I don't like when you said that, oh, you can just do the proper input and still get the same amount of unscalable damage. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of against that a little bit, but I'm just like, it is what it is.
Why?
For me personally, because it's like
Should be locked between modern controls.
that's kind of because that's how I thought it was, and I was more comfortable with that because I'm like, okay, but if it's locked between one or the other, you're making a decision. But now it's like, honestly, if I'm looking at it from like a logical standpoint, why not just play modern?
I mean, you're still restricted to like not having a separation between your light punch and light kick.
You are definitely still missing normals.
Yeah.
By playing modern.
So that's a big downside, honestly.
I mean,
I don't really mind like them removing the damage buff when you do the input like deliberately, when you do the classic input on modern controls, because you are sacrificing the speed that you get from just doing the one button version by doing that, right? So like if you do the quarter circle forward and then light whatever to,
It's not coming out as fast as if you just press the button.
It's not coming out as fast as you just press the button. Oh yeah, there's another aspect to the one button special move thing.
You don't get to do EXs, right?
You only do. You have to
Mediums.
press something else to do EXs, but you only get the medium version of the special move that you're doing. In Street Fighter, the button strength that you press is correlates to the special moves,
Yeah,
like
like if you throw a
either
fireball.
speed, like
Exactly.
a light button will have a slower fireball than a heavy button. For Balrog, his dashing straight goes further if you press a heavy button.
Yep.
Just stuff like that. When you're playing modern controls, when you press the special button, you're only getting the medium one, from my understanding. It might be different from on like character to character, but I believe it's mediums for everybody. It might be like light version for Guile or some shit like that.
I would imagine, like depending on the strength, since you're always doing the medium one, like if it was Dalsum's fucking fireball that like arcs, it's always the same arc. So
It's always the same.
Yeah, and I
There are
understand.
definitely flaws.
I understand that there are drawbacks. It's like I said, that one just
it's
went up.
pros and cons.
Yeah, there is on either side. It's going to be pros and cons. My whole thing is like, let's looking at it from like I said, modern controls might just be the way that everybody wants to go, but it's the new thing, so I can't say this early like that's what's gonna happen.
Oh,
'cause
for sure.
You get people who are like on YouTube videos now. Look what modern controls can do, and they're like pressing one button and doing the whole combo.
Boy, if
and
you
then, like,
fucking hated the clickbait shit
But-
before, you about to get it real now.
bruh, like,
that's gonna be absurd.
every time I go on YouTube, I hate it. I don't even go on YouTube no more. Like if I do, I'm on Twitch more than anything because I'm just trying to watch the tournaments.
We gonna be in Discord. We gonna be like chatting and shit, and you're gonna fucking go on YouTube and be like, Nate, it's happening again,
Yo,
Going on
you remember
YouTube
what I
is my
told-
trigger.
bro.
They are.
remember what I told you, bro?
They are already doing it. Like I seen a dude today. He posted a video talking about modern controls is splitting up the community. I'm like,
They are.
I don't think it's really splitting up the community. It's the debate that we've always
It's
had.
splitting up the Twitter fighting game community.
Yes.
Alright, that's crazy because now with the new generation being a little too sensitive, I think the internet's gonna be a pretty massacre.
Someone cancel this man. He's just coming at entire generations like that.
No,
No,
his own generation.
It's his own generation. It's literally me. Like
Let
I'm
them
big-
fight amongst themselves.
Dude, I'm just
For real.
glad they finally leaving millennials alone.
It's almost got to
millennials don't do
Bro.
anything.
Bro, you gonna mess with a millennial, bro, when they had this struggle so much harder than all of us. Like you really gonna mess with, bro? Like, come on.
We just don't
Like
care.
the bullying over there was different. Yeah. Yeah.
We weren't.
Well, when it comes to bullying, I'm just happy I don't live in Japan.
Yo, no.
Leaving it at that.
But yeah, nah. So when modern controls coming in, like there gonna be some division? Sure. Everybody's gonna have an opinion. It's like an iPhone. Everybody got one. So it's like, except for me, I have an Android.
That is such a weird phrase. Or we're not getting into that. This isn't a technical fucking.
I guess
podcast. This is about fighting game
smartphone would be the more accurate.
And smartphone
Everyone's
would be
got a
more
smartphone.
accurate, but everybody knows iPhone. If you just say smartphone,
Not. Leave it, Frank.
Smartphone.
Just leave it, Frank.
I think you might be taking it a little too literal, but okay.
Alright.
But
That's
yeah.
why I'm
Asking
leaving it.
you-
That's why I'm leaving
Yeah.
it.
But yeah,
I'm working on a new skill. Like I'm putting points into leave it the fuck alone.
Level that one up. It's
practicing,
useful.
I'm
With
It's really good.
Street Fighter being here, we do got the next topic. Apparently, people are getting Street Fighter 6 early,
Okay.
Like what?
as
do you
in
mean by
like
that,
they
though?
got the full character, like the whole cast.
Yeah,
Are
the
we
full
talking
game,
like
full game.
review copies, or are we talking like
So from what I've seen, there's
somebody
some
getting random shit off a Target?
there's some people they're the big name streamers that got review copies. And then there are apparently there are some people that this is not, I can't say this for sure, but allegedly there are like no name people who are getting like full blown copies.
Sure. And I can tell you where they're getting it from because I used to work at Target. Shit comes on a truck 3 weeks early. It literally says on the box, do not sell until street date, and then it puts the date. And you know what happens? It's put on the floor.
Classic.
So some people actually have
Shout out to
access.
Target.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Some people may probably possibly have access, and like a lot of people in the community are like getting upset about it, and they're saying it's not fair. They have access to the game early, which means they'll probably do better in tournament.
While those fucking losers are crying, I'm gonna be in the lab.
They're just mad because there's $1 million pop bonus that they're never gonna get,
I got
whether
bad
they
news.
got it early or not.
I was gonna say I got bad
Just to
news
be
for
clear.
you. Even if they didn't have those copies, you're not getting that pot.
As far as I'm concerned, that pot is reserved for IDOM and people of that status.
There'll be a new generation that comes in and fucks it up.
Yeah, for sure.
Knuckle Dude did it with Street Fighter 5 on release. The man came in and started fucking wiping everybody up.
I think no, he played a lot. Well, I mean, he was really good in Street Fighter 5.
Fudo
don't get me
was the
wrong.
first winner,
But
right?
He was there in Street Fighter 4 too.
Fudo was the first winner of Street Fighter 5
Street Fighter
for
5.
Evo.
Yeah,
and then
Mika,
and then
right?
Knuckle Dude
Fudo
won
come out.
Before
CPT?
like they touched Mika like that.
Fudo came out.
Yeah. Didn't Fudo win Evo and then
Yeah, I think so.
Knuckle Dude won CPT?
CBT.
First CPT?
Ooh.
Yep. I think that's.
I think that's how it
But I
worked.
mean, to be fair,
I don't
like
remember. It's
to
one,
be fair,
it's
like
one or the other.
I still think IDOM is a part of that younger generation. He's not that old.
Yeah, of course.
He's still young.
The skills are still going to transfer over, but just like between 4 and 5, like when 5 came out, you know, we got the Knuckle Dudes, we got the Idoms, we got the Punks, we got all that shit. It's literally like a changing of the guard. Like,
Yeah.
there's going to be people who just understand the game in a way that the older crowd doesn't, and vice versa.
And then you still got those
gonna be
few
new people.
old heads. I'm talking about Sakito, Daigo.
Sure.
That just won't put the game
They're
down.
still going to be there. They just maybe they'll do better in this game because their brain fucking grasps it better. Maybe it's more similar to Street Fighter 4 for them in their head. You'll never know until you know. Until the majors start showing up and people start getting results.
And every new game, like you said, every new game does shoot out with the newcomers. The newcomers come out of the woodworks when new games come out
Yep.
because it's a whole new system. And sometimes people get a new system and it just clicks with them.
Yep.
So
Shout outs to Daigo for inviting all the pro players to come over to his house and play the demo over the last month.
That boy.
We've got lots of quality content out of that. Thank you so much.
A lot of Ryu games.
A lot of review games.
Fuck Luke.
Bruh, so I'm not gonna say nothing because our audio guy's here, but I'm gonna say it anyway. He got mad at me today because I said that Luke is just American Ryu. Yeah, he didn't like that.
I don't disagree.
It's just a different Shoto.
I do not disagree.
It's just a different Shoto.
Yeah.
By different, I mean from a different country.
He has a blicky. He has a gun, technically.
Yeah, it's his fucking forearm.
At least in Street
Literally.
Fighter 5, I mean, he had a way better fucking fireball than Ryu did.
Yeah.
Hey, but who didn't?
Ken? That's probably it,
I
though.
don't know.
No, Ken's fireball sucks. What makes it not suck?
What makes it not
here it
good?
comes.
No, what makes it not suck?
What makes it not suck?
Why is Ken's Ryu better than, or why is Ken's fireball better than Ryu's fireball?
Because you can sure you can after his.
Or something?
Huh? No, you just cancel it. You just super after it.
Yeah, you can do it actually.
You can cancel Ryu's fireball in Super.
Yeah, you can cancel into Metsu, but like, no one plays Ryu.
No, don't look at me. I don't even know that.
As a resident Street Fighter 5 expert, Zora.
There's a lot of people that play Ryu. Like, dude, there's a lot of online Ryus, bro. They just be
Yes,
doing,
we know
They be
the
doing
world-
this stupidest shit.
the
too.
world
They be
is
doing
the-
this.
Ken's fireball don't even knock down, bro.
The world,
It's
the
lit,
world
bro.
is filled with anime
Dash all day.
protagonists. Everybody wants to be the protagonist.
Dashing and jumping, baby.
It is what it is.
I will
man.
give you that Ryu's fireball is better than Dan's
Wow,
Sure.
that is a low bar.
in the context of playing Fireball Wars.
That is
because he's got
that is a low
That I
bar.
accept.
That is a very low
By
bar.
that
What?
logic, so would Evil Ryu's.
Yes,
Or-
but I still think
Kage.
Dan's Fireball is better because it gives him
Please
access
play
to an
Kage.
infinite. It gives. I think Dan's Fireball is better because it gives him access to an infinite.
That's true.
And then
Didn't they patch? That's still in the game?
I don't know.
The infinite? I have no
know.
idea.
Is that Dan Infinite still in the game?
I have no
It's a
idea.
Danfinite, bro.
I hope not.
The Danfinite.
the
I've actually heard people call it that.
The reason why I think Dan's Fireball is really good is that he can cancel into taunt. Like,
Oh, I
he
mean,
could,
yeah,
he could go red Fireball.
Yeah,
go through your
that's why I
Fireball,
said
and then cancel
within the
taunt.
context of doing a Fireball, like having a Fireball zoning war, it's ass. But it's still really good.
Yeah, he actually.
Because
Has a good one.
okay, so red Fireball is 2 hits, bro. Like,
Sure.
so
Any red
he does
Fireball is 2 hits.
No, like his red Fireball is like a perfect input Fireball or something like that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he
I
gets
don't
stuff
play Dan.
off of it.
Yeah.
Ryu
He literally-
doesn't.
He literally does the red Fireball.
Ryu
cancels
just gets
your
super.
Fireball, cancels
does
himself
get
into
super.
taunt, and then the Fireball hits you and the taunts plus.
If you're not in the corner, you're not doing anything but super.
But
Like you could do like Fireball, and then I don't know if you're fucking juggled by what I don't even know how you do it. You juggle somehow. Maybe you get like EX Tatsu in the corner. Maybe. I don't even think you get that.
all right, hold on, because we got sidetracked. Okay,
I'm sorry,
we definitely
I'm
got
sorry.
sidetracked with the topic.
just getting into it.
That Fireball comment sent Frank.
Shoto players, bro, they're so easily offended.
No, I wasn't offended. I genuinely wanted to know why he thought this.
No, it's because it was because of before you asked the question. It was the pause. Because you just stopped and you just looked at me.
Oh yeah, because I wanted to know if I was being dumb. I'm like, wait a minute.
He's looking at me. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
When he said the Ryu thing,
Yeah.
I was looking at Zora because he plays the game. I don't play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So
I
like,
used to
with
play it.
that being said, I feel
There was
like
a lot of Ryu players.
I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it exactly what I said last time. Just because you got the game earlier, don't mean you don't suck.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You're not. You don't have access to online.
No,
yeah, you have a
no,
bunch of
no.
friends and
I don't even care if you got access to online. If you have access to the game early, but you go 0-2 with your locals most times, or however you play a train, or you don't got a good online record, or you don't lab all the time, you just do arcade mode, like whatever it is. If you already suck, just because you got the game early, don't mean you won't suck when the game come out.
And not even
It just
that,
means
it's gonna level out.
it just means you'll suck a little less.
It's gonna level out as well. Like as we go, like there's gonna be a lot of players that they're gonna be like really really good at the start. Like for example, like Punk and all them, they're gonna be really good at the start. Don't get me wrong. That's literally
Yes,
their thing.
I get
they
that.
practice, they know what to practice and they know what to do exactly to like counteract what.
No, I'm not taking that away, but I'm just saying, like, if you are a no-name person that got the game early,
that doesn't know where to practice.
that doesn't know what to practice, how to practice, what to do, and when to do what, like, don't make a difference.
Because you have
If
to.
you don't know
have
how to
to
lab,
be.
extra time in the lab isn't gonna help you.
Because
Exactly.
we saw this before. I had to learn how to lab in the lab to properly lab. It was the craziest thing.
In my opinion, actually, you can actually make this. I don't know if you want to make this a topic or not, but in the lab, like you can't just learn how to lab on your own. You have to genuinely ask questions. Like I when I first started playing Street Fighter 5, when I went to Evo, I thought I knew how to lab. I was like, oh, I'm in the lab. I'm practicing everything that I think I'm doing wrong. I'm practicing them. Or if they're jumping, I practice that, whatever. Right? When I went to Evo, they knowledge checked the hell out of me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wow, I didn't even know we could do this. Like, this is insane. So, in my opinion, I don't think you're gonna be able to lab to full potential until everyone has access to the game. In my opinion, I don't know. It could
I
be
mean,
really bad.
even with saying that, it's like having the game early don't matter how much you lab. If you one of them players that get tilted easily, your labbing means nothing. Because the second somebody hits you with something and you feel like it wasn't safe or it wasn't real or it shouldn't have happened, and you get lost in that trail of thought, all your training means nothing. So,
And you
like-
don't even got nobody to practice.
and then you can't even be like, oh, well, what if it's a pro player? Well, Justin Wong already had a copy when he went to Capcom. I know a couple other streamers done when they got their review copy, so they've been playing the game. Like,
I mean, just early access for this game has already been heavily mitigated, right? Like we've had multiple betas, we had 2 closed betas and an open beta, and the demo's been out for a month.
and the crack.
And there's the cracked version that who the fuck knows has, right? We have no way of like validating like who played the cracked version or not, right? Like all this stuff, like has mitigated the fact that some people got the full version out like what 5 days in advance or something like that. Like everybody's already, or not everybody, but a lot of people have played the game already for like literally entire weekends. Yeah, a couple days isn't gonna make a difference.
Yeah, I think we're at a point in the information age where, yeah, sure, you can get the game, you can play it early, whatever, you collab, but people are so reliant on just looking shit up. Like, let's say the game had been out for a year, right? You're just getting into the game, you bought it on sale, whatever. What's the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna find your character. When you find your character, you're gonna mess around with him, you're gonna have a good time. Then you want to level up, so you'll be like, okay, how do I get better? Where are you going? You're going to the fucking internet. Whether you're looking up flame data, whether you're going to YouTube and you're like, reuse best B&B. I want to know what his fucking like optimal B&B is and how close can I get to doing that.
It's already out there, by the way.
Sure, whatever. Point is, people rely on that shit to look it up. No one's gonna go to the lab and be like, let me find out what his B&B is. You'll be there all fucking day.
Some people like that shit though.
Some people do, but
Shout outs to those people because they really carry the rest of us.
It gets to the point where speedrunners. We'll use speedrunners as an example. Speedrunners, 99.9% of them don't find the glitches they use to speedrun by themselves.
Well, of the ones that are like at the top level that are like going like first place and stuff.
Those.
But yeah.
So,
That's
some of them.
Yeah, I might say
do.
that is the ones that like
Most of them don't.
do not.
They rely on the data miners to look
Right.
at code to find the glitch, depending on whatever the glitch is.
Yep.
They hand it off to the
And
streamers.
they hand it off. They're like, I know this is possible, but it's really hard, and you know how to do this shit. So
For sure.
here's the method. I just need you to execute. And
Or
because
the like the community to do things like they'll put out a bounty,
exactly
like for like Wind Waker,
exactly.
right? They're like,
I
hey,
need you to break this.
someone needs to figure out how to get past this barrier, and then they were looking for it for like 8 years,
Sure.
and they found that shit.
But people are so reliant on looking things up for fighting games, for games in general, that even let's say the people get it early, whatever. Let's say they break the fucking game. They know all the most optimal shit. Information's gonna get out somehow. Even if you don't put it out there yourself, you're gonna play someone online, do that shit to them. They're gonna fucking boop, record it on their PS5 or PC,
Yep.
and they're gonna be like, "Let me go to training mode and do that," and then they're gonna post it on the internet.
But see, and then
How do
there's,
you think? How do you think I learned how to play Buki?
yeah, exactly.
I literally stole everything from Shine.
but there's
Shine and,
but there's also
whatever
the
that
fact
thing
of can you execute? Like
Yeah.
you said,
Even if you know how to do it, can you?
you might know reuse best B&B. Can you do it?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a difference between like knowing it and like having it fully internalized,
And
so
that-
you can do it under pressure.
I think that is gonna not really matter in the long run, because so let's say you did put in the work. Let's say you did find the optimal B&B, but if you've got the worst execution, how do you know that's the actual B&B? What if there's like a one frame link you weren't able to do just because you're not good enough to do it?
I mean, we got knowledge tools for that kind of thing these days now.
Yeah,
so,
but-
thankfully we at least have or modern day fighting games put their frame data in the game, so we don't have to like data mine it ourselves or experiment and find
Yeah, but
it.
no, I still get what they're saying. Is like if you can know that it's a one frame link and you can have the frames there, but if you're not good enough to do it,
Absolutely, but I think knowing that it's possible is like
It
half the
certainly
battle.
helps. It certainly helps. But
because then that way you just gonna sit there.
knowing what to look for and being able to find it are completely different.
like
things.
I can know Mike Tyson's gonna punch me. Am I fast enough to get out the way? Probably not.
fucking punch out, bro. Fucking punch out. Anyways.
Punch out.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's punch out. Shout outs.
Nah, I love Punch Out. That's
I don't think it'll. I don't
Or
think it'll
Super
matter in the
Punch-Out
long
anyway.
run.
Never finished
Yeah.
that game.
I don't think it'll matter in the long run.
Game is absurd.
Yeah,
People
I
catch
don't,
up.
it's definitely not going to matter.
Who
Like,
fucking
I don't
cares?
even think it's going to matter on day one, really.
Honestly,
If they spent as much time crying about people getting it early as they did fucking like,
Okay.
they just practice, it'd be better.
Quite biggest thing here, right? I was thinking about it, like when I was playing the beta, I thought I was gonna run into a lot of people that like can mop me.
No.
Like, I thought I'll be running into like reuse and Luke stuff.
It's also a massive franchise release, so you're gonna be playing a lot of new people.
Yeah, no, it's
For
not even
sure.
that. I went into it and I hit platinum. That's like the highest rank I hit. And I was playing against some decent players. I wasn't playing against bad players. Sure, you may say, "Oh, you weren't playing diamond, whatever." Cool.
Yeah,
But I was
whatever.
playing against some decent players. They weren't
sure.
bad.
And that's the nice thing about like playing a game that's close to its release that has a ranking system. Like all the different ranks are highly populated, so Like when you're in a rank, it's more likely that you're going to be playing people that are around your skill level, as opposed to like really late in the game where you could be like, oh, I'm silver, and the only person I can match with is this diamond player.
I fucking hated when you're playing a game and you're playing ranked, right? And it's not populated at all because I don't know, maybe it's like late in the game's life cycle, and you keep getting matched against the same fucking person. Like I'm down to make the run back, but I really do want to play other people. So fighting fucking I don't know, in Under Night, fighting the same Landrecchia over and over, like cool mirror match, nice, but I would like to fight against Wagner. I need to practice against a Gorilla. I want to fight a Batista, whatever. I need to practice.
But the point that I was trying to do was the point I was trying to get through is the fact that people that I probably did go against the people that had the cracked.
Sure, whatever.
I don't think it really like.
It ain't gonna fucking matter.
Yeah, I don't think it mattered.
Yeah, no.
I still got my streaks. I was still there. Oh, by the way, I love the rocket system. The streaks are actually useful now because if you're in a 10 streak, you gain 500 points for rank.
Okay, so you're rewarded for doing well.
It is so cool.
Here's what I want.
I love it.
If your opponent disconnects, what happens to their rank?
Their rank?
Yes.
I think it's no
so
contest.
you're fucking
No
mopping them, right?
No contest.
And then they pull the plug.
No
What
contest.
happens?
I think it's a no contest.
Nah, man. I like the games where when someone like rage quits, they give
mean,
you the win.
You
That's
wouldn't
gonna be
really
the-
know because if they pull the plug, they have to like go log back into the game or plug it back in, and then
Then
they'll know if they lost points, but you won't.
Then whoever DC, you should lose that round.
Well, sure, but I'm saying like you won't know what happened to their rank because you're not the person
I don't
who
know if they're
unplugged
gonna
it.
keep this, but in the beta, if your opponent is lagging, there is a button that you can press to no contest and leave.
I think that both players have
Interesting.
to agree. I believe it's vote for no contest.
Oh, I thought I don't know what it is, but
Like if your connection between each other is fucking ass and both of you hate it, you can both like hold
I mean,
something.
if
something.
that's cool, but like they could just hold you hostage.
I'm about to say, but I really think that whether it's an accidental DC or on purpose rage quit, whoever DCs, you should have to take that loss.
I agree.
Yeah,
However,
I
there's
don't-
no way to know until the release.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we don't know, but like ideally, the way I would prefer it to be is like the person who was stayed in the match like doesn't get a win, they don't get more points because they didn't play it out.
Yeah,
or
but there
whatever.
shouldn't be a
But
penalty.
the person who left should be penalized by points and a game loss that breaks their streak, because that's the only way you're gonna prevent people from basically just like playing a match, and if they're gonna lose, just pull the plug,
Unplug,
and then
yep.
that way they keep their rank and they just
Because-
keep climbing, so they can just have their ego inflated. And
So,
shit like that.
because the way I see it just how we do offline. If you in a match and the start button is pressed, I don't care if it was an accident. I don't care if it was on purpose. If the person looks at me and goes, "Hey, I want to take this match," all right,
usually game.
yeah, sure, game match, but yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Well, this is the last game. Then sorry, bro, you're done.
Well, that's they usually
fucked up.
It's usually the set. Like if you're doing 2 to 3, that's the set. But
Didn't
so-
it happen like Mary Chen?
A lot of-
go,
a lot of
twice
games
and they
have,
still didn't do it, and Mary Chen go like
A lot of
beat
games have like
everybody.
a tournament mode now where you have to like press and hold the start button in order for it to actually go to the
Yeah.
screen, which should be on by default, but maybe whatever, fuck you.
But yeah, no, but stuff like that is like I don't care if it was an accident. I don't care if it was on purpose. If the person looks at me and goes, "I want that," okay.
Damn. Crazy. Make sure you say something.
Yeah. So, but it's happened before at our locals, and luckily we have nice players who are like, "Nah, we'll play it out." But it's also happened. It also happened at other players' locals where you should have took the match, man.
It's contextual, right? Like if you get paused on when you're in the game-winning combo,
I'm taking
that win.
I'm taking it.
Like nah.
I don't look me personally. I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of grimy with it. I don't care if it was round start, neutral start. Hey, Judge, go ahead. Let me get that. You can look at me with the most disdain ever. We could be on the grand final stage, round start, neutral. You press start. Hey, look, y'all saw that, right? I ain't even gotta say nothing. Like,
Yeah, it's pay to win, man. Get a better controller.
especially if it's $1 million on the line. I don't care if everybody in the whole arena looking at me sideways. I do not care. Walking with that chick, everybody, man, you shouldn't have took it like that. See you at the back, fam.
Yep.
He'll just be wiping away his tears with the $100 bills. Like, oh
Yo,
god.
fucking boohoo.
Yo, like, no, but
Benjamin will
that's,
keep me company.
that's honestly, it's like, yo, man, like, if we playing for money, we playing for money. You're playing for keeps at that point. I paid my money the same way you paid yours. It's not my fault your controller got a shortage in it, or you accidentally hit the start button because you got fat fingers. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Sorry for your loss. Now shake my hand.
Really, my opinion, you gotta really spam that joint to get that. I had when I was like playing on PC, my controller disconnect, but that's about it. Pressing the start button is kind of hard, bro. Mostly when you know what you pressing.
Boy, you live a luxurious life.
Yeah,
You're really
them
thin.
little
I got
fingers.
fat fucking fingers, bro. When I'm going like this, like if I'm sliding from X to square, like let's say I'm trying to piano something, not that you would ever fucking do it. Or better example, from square to triangle. Let's say I'm trying to piano like Honda's 100-hand slap. My finger just go boop, and I hit the options, and then the bitch will pause.
Yeah, it's kind of right there.
Crazy.
You got a big ass finger, bro.
Yeah.
I be when I piano, I go. Like,
Sure.
go up.
Yeah, cool. That's great for you, tiny people.
Yeah,
You got
I'll be
smaller-
like, oh,
But
game
I said
lost.
you got smaller hands, fam. I suffer from the same thing. I done done it plenty of times.
I got bratwurst.
That's
But yeah, no, man. We spoke a little bit about
my hands not that.
mirror
That's your own
matches.
face, homie.
What are you doing?
He's trying to check his hand size.
Yo, I'm so glad I'm on this half of the couch.
Here, man. Here,
fuck
look,
is going
look,
on
here,
over
here.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Somewhere over the rainbow,
What up?
way up
What the
high.
fuck?
Oh, Wizard of Oz ass. All right, now that y'all had a moment.
Did he really just figure out about? You know what? Anyway, you brought up before. You said something about mirror matches, which is actually one of our topics, and it's the one I really don't want to go into.
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna
But
be good.
but the question is, how do you guys feel about mirror matches? And I'm gonna actually leave this one off because I have a story to tell. That's the reason this whole conversation came up, and I hate it, but it's true.
Look it up.
Back when we were playing Strive, Frank
Yeah.
saw me playing Geo, and he was like, "She looks cool. I want to go play Geo." So he plays David with Geo, and he played 40 matches. And then Frank was like, "Hey, we should play." I was like, "Cool, but I don't like the mirror match." And Frank was like, "Okay, well, we won't play." I was like, "You know what? Fine, whatever. We'll just play."
Oh, I gave him an out too. Oh no.
Yeah, you did give me an out. And we'll play whatever. We played 3 games. I had never rage quit so fast in my life. Like, I was like, I had been playing that character at that point for like 6 months. He played 40 games and mocked me with my own character. I was so mad. Like, I was like, I wanted to leave, but I didn't leave. Because on top of that, we at Frank's house. This ain't the venue. Ain't nobody here giving you no sympathies. These fools is laughing at me. And I'm just like heated. I'm like, I can't say nothing. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was just sitting there.
So,
You know?
so that was
now you know what. Now you know how. I
But
feel.
I didn't
You're like,
leave.
why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that?
that was
leave.
Alex's point of view. You want to know why we were laughing as hard as we were? So Frank's house is set up to where he has an office that's connected to his living space in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We're sitting at the dining table. It's a big dining table. There's a lot of us sitting around it. They are playing in his office on the computer. He come out of his office, Frank, not Alex, just Frank, comes over, sits down. He fucking sits at the table and does this. I look at Frank. I'm like, "You good?" He's like, "I think I just did something." I'm looking at Frank like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you were just in the office, but you look like you just killed somebody." And I'm like, "What happened?" He goes, "I think I did it again." Fucking did what again? You know what? You'll see. Then there comes Alex, mad as face.
I was
as hell. He was
mad.
pissed.
I was
Then he
raging.
explains it, and I look at Frank. I'm just like, "You made someone else want to quit their character." He's like, "I didn't mean it, bro. I didn't mean it, bro.
I didn't mean it
I
like
didn't mean
that,
it, bro."
man. I just wanted to have fun. Okay? Gio looked fun as hell. I was like watching Alex play for a long time. I was watching pro players play for a long time. I'm like, oh shit, you can cancel that light kick and a dash and get weird fucked up mix-ups. Hell yeah, let me try that shit.
It's
Then I hurt
okay.
somebody's feelings.
It's okay.
So funny.
Like,
So
I ain't gonna lie.
Don't laugh, bro. Don't
I
laugh.
had to sit in the office because I was like, it's not Frank's fault. It's my fault. I'm
not
still
loud.
angry because it's like, I'm like, how much time have I put into this character? Why am I even playing this game?
So,
like,
so why? I want you to elaborate on why you hate playing the mirror match so
I
much.
hate the mirror match because of exactly what happened. because everybody's like, I can't wait to play the mirror match and win with my character. I don't think like that. I'm like, I know for a fact if I lose, it's worse than any other. I've done first to 100s, and it doesn't bother me to lose those.
So, my follow-up question is, does it make a difference if the person hasn't played your character or if it's also their main?
Oh, if it's also their main, it's a little easier to take. But in that case, I had 6 months versus 40 games.
So your pride got hurt because he had no experience.
Yeah, my pride definitely got hurt. I'm not even sitting and gonna lie about it, but yeah.
This goes back to previous episodes where you need to fucking leave your ego at the door.
Oh yeah, no. And I, like I said, I went down, I sat down, I had to eat it. It was a large pill to swallow.
That's a big motherfucker.
Boy, but I was sitting there just chewing on it like
fucking horse sugar cubes that be shoving down stallions' their throats and shit.
So I was like, and then I get it. That's why when you got mad and you left, I was like, I've been there, fam, but I ate mine.
The best part about when Zora was storming out is like he was like literally at the door and turned around and was like, my bad, Nate, here's your controller, and then was gone. He remembered at least, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
But yeah,
That shit
so
was funny.
So,
but I will say that night, once I left, I fought a Celestial Giovanna, and I actually mopped the Celestial Giovanna. I was so angry, and I didn't want to lose anymore. That when I gotta lie, I was murdering anybody that stepped in my way. People would come over and be like, "Oh, let's play a little fun raid game." I'm like, "You don't even know what you stepped into."
so when Alex go ahead.
I'm sorry. In my opinion, like I guess it must have been when I first started playing fighting games. The mirror match, specifically the mirror match, I always think of it as like, if I win this mirror match, I'm a better player with my character than you are.
That's the normal consensus.
Yeah, right. So that came from Punk. When I was watching Punk when I was younger. I'm young. Okay, cool. But when I was younger, even more younger. When he beat when I was
a sperm cell, not a fetus.
With his Karin, he said something. I don't remember what he said specifically, but he said something about mains, right? And he's like, "I'm the best Karin. Ain't nobody got nothing on me, and I'm gonna show it to all y'all by beating this guy with my character." And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." Then from then on, I always had the mentality of like, I need to win this mirror match no matter what. This character is my character, and then so ego. I would. Yeah, it's ego. Yeah, but if I would take an L, I'm like, damn, that guy's good. Now I'll just go watch the VOD back. Be like, what he did.
It's not just taking an L. That guy played that character probably the same amount of time as you. It's a difference when somebody plays 40 games and it's like, I'm like, yo.
Maybe he just knew him differently.
No.
I think it was less than 40 games.
Yeah, you played David for 40 games.
I thought you were about to like
No. He played David for 40 games. He played me for 3.
Yeah,
I remember the number.
I think I played David less than 40 games.
Oh, well, that's what David told me.
It was also the mirror match?
No, I was just playing Geo.
Oh, okay.
But so when Nate was telling the story earlier, and he was like, and he said that I said that I did it again.
Yeah.
It's because it actually wasn't the first time that I pissed Alex off in Guilty Gear Strive. The previous time was when I had switched to Nago.
Are you talking about the first 100?
Off of RAM?
Was it first to 100? I think it was first to 100.
You switched off of RAM and you're playing Nago, right?
I wouldn't consider that me being mad. I just had to deal with Nago. Dealing with Nago is frustrating, yeah, but I wasn't mad.
You were a little mad because you knew that I picked up the character that day.
We didn't first 100 you put up the character that day.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't. I can tell you we didn't because I first 100 him, and then you were already playing Nago at the time. You found out, and you were like, so Nate can get a first 100, but I can't. And then we had
was just about first to 100s, period.
Yeah, but I had
Ram
not given you a first 100 up to that point.
You guys were coming over, and I was like, I want to play a new character today. Let me try Nago. I played Nago all fucking day, and then you guys came, and then you played me in a long fucking set. And you were like,
I know
motherfucker.
But I know you were. It wasn't the first 100 day because I remember you were already playing Nago at that point.
It wasn't necessary
because by the time
it was a long set.
Yeah, I must say by the time we did the first 100. I knew the matchup well enough to where I'm like, if I got hit by something, I was like, okay, that's on me.
Right, yeah. My bad. Not the first to 100 day, but it was a longer set.
I played May.
Gorilla.
End of story.
That's the
He
difference.
didn't play fucking May at all. He played Balrog.
That's what I said.
That's the difference between like in person and online. Cause like online, you be heated, you just take a break.
Oh,
In
man.
person, you're heated,
And that person's
your
in the room.
pride is not gonna be. Your pride's not gonna let you stand up, but that person right next to you will know you
but
mad.
For me, like the mirror match is, and that's why I drink. Like if I win the mirror match, I'm not even happy I won it. I'm more relieved that it's over.
Oh, because you're scared?
Yeah,
like, oh no, if he
I
keeps winning,
I really hate the mirror match, bro. There's nothing about it I like.
you just gotta be like, I'm the best. I'm the best.
I think
I'm
you
the
need
best.
to conquer your fears, Al.
Nah, man, I hate the mirror match.
Bro, hey, don't worry about it. I'll pick up Pocket Manon and I got you.
There you
bro.
go. Every time you play Alex,
I will pick up another character just to
and
avoid
then
it.
learn that character. We're
That's
literally
okay.
just gonna give them no choice.
That's okay. I will
choice to play
ring
the-
around the rosy this
mirror.
shit. Y'all gonna be mad when I pick a dynamic control Dawson.
I'm the same.
Oh, wait, you said dynamic control? Hell yeah, I'm gonna be mad. What the fuck?
I'll do the same.
Out of my house.
Ban this man.
Oh, bro.
He said dynamic control?
I, bro, you gonna
You
get
gonna do
roasted.
fixed
Like motor controls around us. Imagine the dynamic.
Yo, you
Can't avoid the mirror match
gonna be
forever,
real mad when that Marissa dynamic come on.
Oh, bro, that's gonna be nuts.
That is exactly how much I hate the mirror match.
Bro,
I will
ain't
be,
no
I am-
way. You have to deal with it because it's gonna be like, what have you been playing
gonna-
Manon,
he's
the only
gonna
character
do
you've
it,
been
bro.
playing,
It's
and then
gonna
you go to
happen.
CEO, and the first person you face
And I
is a
fucking
Manon
hope
mirror.
when it happens, I'm standing behind him so I can laugh and point and have it on record. I'm gonna film it just in case.
That'll be extra funny.
Yo,
'cause
yeah,
I'm gonna
that
literally
man
be
goes
behind him with a fucking camera. I'm gonna be like, please, for the love of God, let his opponent pick Manon. Please let him pick Manon.
Well, yeah.
I need content.
No, like, well, if I
I need content.
am I if
Do it
I
for the podcast.
if I am forced to do the Manon mirror, then I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
But if I can avoid it, I'll avoid it like the plague.
Bro,
What are you gonna do?
can't-
See the
you can't-
Manon and be like,
exactly.
well, you got it, bro. And shake his hand.
You can't avoid it.
Move on to the next round.
You trying to dodge them like you trying to duck them like the IRS. No, you can't avoid that, bro. They
I think
coming. They'll
Manon
get
gonna
you
be pretty
eventually.
popular too. I don't know.
I'm not sure about that,
I
actually.
think some people actually really do like Manon.
I think she looks
Manon's-
fine. She just suffers from stupid hair syndrome, just like Marissa.
Her stupid hair isn't as bad as
No, it's
Marissa's
worse.
stupid
She's
hair.
got the pixie cut and then she's got
You,
the
you
sideburns.
think Manon's haircut is worse than Marissa's?
Yeah, because it looks like Marissa's, except it's high up in the back and she's got like sideburns.
I would actually also agree with that. She looks like a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Costumes, baby. Costumes.
You know the
Thank
stupid.
God Street Fighter has alternate costumes instead of
Yeah,
just color
sure,
swap-
eventually,
instead
whatever.
of just color swap.
You know those beanie hats where it's like it's an animal thing and it's got like ears. Like Juan has one. You press the thing and the ears move.
Yeah, the-
That's Manon's hair. That's Manon's hair.
I love that. I love that. I got a Stitch hat. And just look-
Yeah, it flops when you press the button. It's
Yeah.
got a long tap. That's
cool.
Manon.
God damn it.
I don't understand it.
I love that hat.
What's going on up
But
there?
yeah, no, I mean, I get it. If everybody else, if all y'all like the mirror match, I'm not telling y'all not to.
Oh, I don't like it, but I own that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I'm like,
when
I'm gonna be better than you.
when I played, like when I was playing card games for real, when I played my deck, I was like, I made it sure that whoever comes at me with my own deck, I know so much more than you.
Oh, yeah.
You're not gonna win.
That's
I'm sorry, bro.
that's fair. That's fine. And I can I can still know more to you. I can still be a better player to you. I just don't like being in a situation. That's all it is.
There are certain instances where if I know for a fact this person is a fucking decorated player or whatever, been playing for a long time, and like they play that character. I started playing Balrog because Pierre Balrog did crazy shit in tournament with that character. I was like, I want to do that. If I ever sat down and played that man in a set, I want to play the mirror. I want him to fuck me up because I want to see some new shit.
Yep. And
Like,
then
I
you
want to see some
learn,
tech, bro. I want to show,
You'll
fuck
learn.
me up, do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Full stick of meter.
You'll never
Go.
lose. You'll never
Hold
lose
on,
mirror match again.
no offense
Never
to
lose
Frank,
mirror match again.
but Frank didn't show me no new tech. He just messed me up.
Nope.
You just weren't watching. You weren't looking at it.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't even have to say it.
no. You can say that all you want to.
Homie.
No, it's fact.
No, no,
like,
no, no,
there's
no, no,
certain
no, no.
things- Like for example, there's certain buttons that I don't throw out with my mirror match.
Zora, I was there. I played the character. You can say what you want to say. I played the character. I'm like, I would have done that too. He just did it better than me. It wasn't new. It was just me getting hit by me, and I'm like, well.
Yeah.
I was there too. Zora's correct.
So like there's certain things that you could do, like that can counteract my mirror match. Like for example, like if I were to go against a mirror match, like just in general, a mirror match in general, there's certain buttons that I'm not gonna throw out that I would normally throw out with some other characters, like because I know my character has the tools to counteract that button. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say, right?
I get what you mean.
It's just a matchup thing. It's
I don't know,
It's
like,
the
what's
same thing.
the
It's the same
context?
thing as like if I'm going against somebody with long buttons and I'm out here throwing something that's minus enough for his long button to hit me, but normally you're not in that space to hit me, right?
But
That's
you
what
have
I'm
the
saying.
same range and the same normal. So if you press first, then you're gonna get whiff punished.
Yeah.
About the same.
And the
but-
character that I play, the way to win with her a lot of the times is you have better buttons. You don't have long buttons.
Rust that shit down.
You don't have long buttons. You just have better buttons, and you really can't trade with her. So if I know what he's hitting me with, I can't trade with him. You know?
But you have the same level of buttons.
Yes, but even between herself, like even if we trade, it's still gonna be in the person who's being aggressive's favor, just because of how Guilty Gear works.
If you're trading with the same button, that doesn't make any
No,
sense.
that's what I'm going
Hey,
to
You
explain.
probably wouldn't be able to trade with the same button because of advantage and stuff.
Yes,
Sure, but if it literally is
So-
built into the game that if you were trading at the exact same time with the exact same button and like the exact same strength, you clash.
Yeah, for sure.
yes.
But if you're getting hit because you're pressing a button, he's pressing that button, but you got counter hit, then that means you
You're-
can press
that-
the
that's
same
fine.
button.
He's
And-
talking about like when you're pressuring him.
Yes.
Like, for
Oh,
example.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
that's what I was talking
Like
about.
if he just blocked the close slash.
Then that has nothing to do with your buttons. It means you lost 20 seconds ago when he started pushing you into that position.
Jesus, it's like I just said this shit.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Jesus Christ. It's like I talk, no one hears me, someone else says it, and everybody's like, oh yeah, you're right. Bruh! Like, Jesus Christ. Oh my
For
God.
those wondering, this is the technology experience. So, like, if you work in IT or anything like that, get used to this.
You say,
What's that phrase that you use all the time? It's a stupid idea unless it's their idea.
man, if that ain't the fucking best shit I ever
I
said.
love that phrase. What a legend.
It's
over
a
there,
dumb
bro.
idea until it's their idea.
Exactly.
God
That's the
damn it.
one.
Boy, yeah, no, like that, and like, so when I after I lost, like, and I will say this, like, for me, like, losing a mirror match for me is worse than just losing to another character.
That's that pride.
It's definitely pride.
Definitely
It's,
hurts. Definitely hurts. For sure.
because I'm a person, I do have a lot of pride. I take pride in the characters that I learn.
You gotta make sure that your want to get better with that character is more than your pride,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
you won't have that problem.
It's just unfortunate when your pride like gets bruised enough where you're like, you know what, I don't even want to fucking do
It's-
this anymore.
Well, no, the reason it was hard is because before that time, when I played Geo, I was able to keep up with people who played that game religiously. Mm-hmm. Like, it was easy for me at that point. And then
We just build different.
my pride just got.
Yeah, we got a lot of years of experience on some of the people that we play against.
Boy,
Like not just like obviously not in like Guilty Gear, right? Because we just started playing.
just
that.
in fighting.
But
Just fighting
we've been playing fighting games for a long time, me and you, right? And there are people who've played way longer than us, right?
100%.
And so a lot of that skill kind of just carries over from game to game. Like every game has like whip
Standard.
punishing, for example. Even if it's hard in certain games or other games, like it's still there.
It goes back to what
There's
we were
still the
saying
concept of like
in,
taking turns and shit.
in a previous episode. We were saying like even though it's a new game and everyone, you can say yeah, sure, everyone's starting at the same point. You're not starting at the same skill level.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
So
Shit happens, bro.
But yeah, no, like, and after that, I had to first kick out every excuse that I had in my head. Cause
Yep.
boy, I was over there making a whole book of excuses as to why I lost. Nah, you just lost, fam.
Yep. You can't be like Geo's sheep. It's the same character.
It was just like that one dude from Digimon. That nigga's cheap right there. That
Bro,
nigga's
y'all won't
Play
see it
the
unless you
same
go to the Patreon, but I don't know if
Yeah, it's up there.
Frank, I was explaining to them how I was playing against Nelson, and I was playing Beelzemon, but it was the mirror match, and then when I beat him, he was like, it was cheap.
Yep.
Yeah, I told him that story on the Patreon.
Yeah, so it was.
That's not why I know that.
So every excuse that I even tried to think of, like I was sitting there, I'm like, bro, just throw out the excuse, like, bro, you just lost.
God damn.
And then I sat there for like what, another 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and I was like, I'm going home.
I don't think it was that long. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it
It's fine.
was.
You came out of the office.
Yeah, I'm about to say I was in the office for a good minute.
You were, but I don't think you were in the office for that long. You were,
No,
you
I'm
were-
talking about after I came out and sat down.
Yeah. After you came out, you were there.
And I stayed there for like another 30 minutes.
Going home, got a lab.
Yep.
That's the fucking the bleach captain that does like the poison and shit. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The bleach captain.
He's always got like the
Kurotsuji?
white, whatever, the scientist.
The scientist dude,
You
yeah.
remember when he's fighting the Roncar where he like slows it down and slowly stabs him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was Alex's hell. He was trapped in his head for 1,000 years. He just felt that long.
He
It was
got
actually like
Tsukuyomi'd?
it was actually like 30 seconds.
But yeah, so as soon as as I left, everybody's like, "Where you going?" I was like, "Going home. Got to practice."
Can't let this stand.
And that's how you should take any loss. Like I was like, "Nah, I gotta go.
That's how I took mine. Oh,
See, but the difference is like when you played Prox was willing to give you like answers.
He was gonna help you.
Yeah,
out,
Prox
learn
was
some
looking
shit.
to help you.
You just weren't willing to listen. You didn't hear him at all,
Sometimes
bro.
you just have one of them fucking days.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, we gave it to him. It was like, all right.
If you're that upset, cool. I understand.
No,
you're
my
handling it
headspace
like an
is not
adult,
correct.
no problem.
But like I said,
damn.
every match after that for that
moved
the rest of that night, I was like, nah, never again. And that's it's pride, but it's also how competitive I am. Like when I first met Nate and I was losing all the time,
So funny.
I leave angry and I was back the next day.
Hilarious.
Just
Matter of respect.
yeah, it's just the competitive.
I was surprised.
I'm so
It
competitive.
doesn't happen
I'm
that
just-
often.
That's why I was surprised.
Like you got two types of people. Like you got a person that's like, oh, I'm competitive, but when they lose, they mope. And you got me, who when I lose, I just get mad and I'm like, I need to go get better. I'm still angry. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm calm.
All right, I'm about to tell y'all something that like nobody knows, bro. Nobody.
Well, they about to
you're
know it
here
now.
first.
Bro, I guess so. I guess everybody can know now. Whatever, doesn't matter.
You were about to tell at least 100 people.
Right. It's okay. It's whatever. So basically, like when I was first training for Street Fighter 5, I didn't know how to do combo. I didn't know how to do anything. Right? It was crazy. Everything that I did, I was always fucking it up so bad. Bro, I got so angry every single night, bro. Every single night, bro. There was a point in my life where I was stuck in bronze, and then I would cry. I'm like, damn, nigga, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Like, everybody out here is so much better than me.
Did you put a hole in your wall?
No, I didn't put.
Then you weren't that upset.
That's fucking nuts, bro. I thought crying was crazy.
Fuck.
But no,
I've seen people send some fucking controllers. Bro.
Yeah.
That's-
They're really durable.
Sanford Kelly.
Nah,
That wasn't even his.
I don't be doing that. but I got to a point where I was like, bro, I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm genuinely just gonna hit. I'm gonna think that I don't know anything. I went online how to play fighting games. Literally just how to play fighting games. And then it came up like I think it was like the Street Fighter 5 dojo. Bro, literally, he's like, just sit here, sweep, and throw. That's it. This is how you play normal, neutral. If he misses the sweep, sweep him back. If he throws you, tech it. You throw him. If it goes through, cool, sweep. Like
Sometimes people
literally
overcomplicate
go to the
shit.
basic. Yeah.
You gotta simplify it.
From then on, I just moved on.
So, and this is because when I learned Guilty Gear, like I was not used to how Guilty Gear movement was at
The
all.
anime fighters, bro.
Bruh.
When
So-
you first see him, man, just like
So-
watching a DBZ fight.
Yeah, the one thing I learned is training is, and you can apply it to like when you work out, if you're trying to lose weight or whatever. Training for everyone is not always the same.
it's facts.
That's one's mine, right?
No, you just stole. You've been drinking mine. That was him.
been drinking yours.
Mine's right here.
Yours right next to your leg?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine's right here.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
Look, man, you don't want to put it in between my legs. That ain't got nothing to do with that.
No, I
It was
didn't.
just-
Have an
I put it right
altercation.
here,
It's
and
okay,
then you
boys.
should-
It was right
Have an
there.
altercation.
Yeah,
It's
but
okay.
I had it here.
was a water bottle thing.
Man, you know we.
Well, how you guys doing?
Anyway,
You guys
back
doing
on
good? I hope
track.
you guys doing good.
Technicalities.
Oh, well.
But yeah, no. When I first.
No, I was just trying to like keep conversation.
You good, but when I first started working out, my personal trainer told me working out for someone is not always the same. So like, there is a dude that was like bigger than me on YouTube. He's like, all right, I'm gonna stand up for 5 minutes, and for him, that's working out because that's just how. So that's same for you. And yeah, he was a really big dude. He was like 600 pounds.
It's hard for them to stand. Gravity, nigga. Gravity
Once
works.
you're at a certain weight, you can't do exercise safely.
It's hard to even get up. You
Or
try and
for,
walk.
Like
you can
some
hurt
people,
yourself.
like just like standing up and going like this with their arm is enough exercise.
That's crazy.
You do that shit for like
But-
5 minutes, and then that's enough for them.
It's
know it was like
it's
that.
the same. It's the same in fighting games. You don't need to start off with the super long
No.
64 hit combo that
You're
keep
not
a
there
jugger
yet.
going for like 30
Not there.
seconds. No, you can start with
Barriers.
air, heavy punch, low sweep, Hadouken.
Yeah.
Low forward and
my
Hadouken.
Yeah.
In my
Like-
play Street Fighter, you need two things: low forward and Hadouken, and you're done. You're fucking there, That's
Bro,
it.
in my opinion, go watch those videos. I'm telling you, it's like Street Fighter Dojo. Those videos are freaking good as shit.
whatever you gotta do to
Go
get
watch
back in the
Yeah,
goddamn
man,
games.
like, when my combo started off at Tekken, you can ask Nate. I had baby combos. 1, 2, 3, 8.
Look, if what keeps you going is doing hop kick, jab, 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 finisher, I don't give a fuck. Just play the game.
That's still a combo.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That still utilizes all the systems of the game.
Yep.
I know certain people who their combo does not involve a screw attack.
You don't gotta have the best. Now, eventually, the more you play and the combos that you're doing and the movement and all that, you get more accustomed to the game.
Sure, whatever.
You're gonna want to go back and let me add this to it. Let me add that to it. Let me add this to it. Let me add that to it. And you'll build up to the point where you're doing those 64 hit combos for 30 seconds in the jungle area where you do the Roman cancel and you get the wall, you knock it through the wall, you get
That's
heavy.
later.
Yeah, you're doing all that crazy stuff. But
Learn the fundamentals first.
Start with just the hot dog and then add all the other condiments later. And ketchup and mustard and shit
It
later
reminded
on.
me of a video I saw that Nee was like, your pressure is cute. It's just like,
That's fucking rude, but funny as hell.
hell no, sometimes your pressure just need to be cute.
yeah.
You don't have real pressure yet. That's fair. Yeah.
I love when I get hit with some fucking like weird ass gimmick. Like it just doesn't work unless it's specific situations. I look at it, I'm just like, yeah, that's funny.
I do remember when me and
That's
Frank,
funny
when we
shit.
started playing, like when we were playing Guilty Gear Strive heavily, like me and you were playing like Ram versus with Geo when you were still playing Ram. And like at that point we had learned the game so much that we were like Roman cancel drifting all over the map and like using the tension bar like crazy because tension comes back super fast in that game.
I have to say, it's super satisfying to use all the systems. Of that.
Yeah, so when you're able to use all the systems, just defense, like I'd run in dash and just defend against stuff, and they'd be like, it was really cool, like because I'm using the systems of the game the way they're meant to be used. But we didn't start there. I didn't start there at least.
No one
I
does.
started bare bones.
That was my first major Guilty Gear game. I
Same.
made the fucking stupid ass mistake of playing pot when this
Not
fucking one of my main lab partners plays Ram. Don't fucking ever do that shit.
Yeah, you ain't got no dash.
You just get out of the mix. How?
I don't know.
But yeah, no. So
I didn't even pretend to know.
So mirror matches, and if you want to learn a character and you know somebody in your scene or in your local or anywhere around you that plays that character, play them. That I would say definitely say that. Like if you play a character I want to learn, that's when I'm cool with it. Because now I'm seeing all the tricks,
Stealing the tech.
Yeah, I'm definitely stealing.
You have no idea how many videos. Thank you, Shine, by the way. I stole so many tags.
Thank
I
you.
stole his instant overhead setup, bro. It won me so
Thank
many
you,
games.
Daylight. Anybody who plays Guilty Gear, you know who Daylight is. He's like one of the best GOs I've seen. Crazy stuff he can do it. And then Creator from
Bro, if you don't want-
Creator from he was in Miami, but Creator's a part of my scene. He won that big tournament we had for the anniversary, and his GO was ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Yeah, redonkulous. If you don't watch videos to like get better, I don't know what you're doing. Like that's like the biggest thing that I did. I got so much. I got so like in trouble because every time you'd catch me at like in class, I'd be doing my homework, but you'd have my phone up, watching like the recent tournament that just happened or like a tournament that happened before. I'm like, yo, it's my thing, bro. I would take notes. I would literally I had a whole notebook full of frame data. If it changed up, change it, bro. Shit was
I'm just gonna put the fucking put two level 8 or whatever highest level is CPUs to fight each other with Dawson. I'm just gonna look and see what they do.
That's
Bro,
facts,
those
though.
level 8 CPUs be doing some shit,
And
man.
I saw the Rio. I'm like, oh, that's real. Damn, that's crazy. I'm gonna do that with Dawson. Oh, look at the fucking mix up.
That level 8 CPU literally taught some people some new shit.
Exactly.
Yep.
It was crazy.
At least you know it's real in the game.
Yeah.
You're like, it only worked because he stopped blocking in the middle. No, it's
Unlike
it's a fucking real link.
unlike back in the day when they just had like stuff where you had bosses that had like unlimited meter. None of this is possible in a real game.
Fuck no.
The CPUs register your buttons.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah, they read your shit.
Input
That's
reading.
insane.
They be cheating.
They've been
bro.
doing that shit from day one, though.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like literally Street Fighter 2 Turbo, they were doing that shit.
that's crazy.
cheating asses, bro.
Dennis, how much time we got?
I think we still got a whole nother topic, don't we?
We got one more. If y'all want
One more topic. Let's do it. Let's do it.
We
Push it through.
We can try and get it done. This one been
It's a
real-
happy birthday gift to you guys.
happy birthday.
Somebody's birthday out there.
That's true.
You ain't even
There's somebody's
probably
birthday
yet.
out there.
All right, so everybody here, we're gonna start with Zora, and then we're gonna go.
If it starts with me, that means Crash got a
We
good
gonna
ass
go on
opinion.
down. No.
I don't fucking know. They
no,
always
no.
be putting me in the spotlight.
No. This was actually kind of tame. So for the last
Probably gonna be the worst one.
for the last one is what are your top 3 fighting games?
Oh, that was
We was gonna do top 5, but some of us here we don't know if we did top 5, so we
People
doing
haven't
top 3.
played 5.
If it was top 5, we'd be here all fucking day.
You don't have to go in
But
the
it is also top 3 and why.
I was about to say you don't have to go in the full like lifelong story detail, but you can just say why.
Okay. They're not gonna be in order. Tell you that right now. I really do like Sam Show because it's neutral. It's literally what I like. Literally what I have so much fun in.
It's his favorite thing.
It's literally my favorite thing to do with punishing and doing all that stuff. Sam Show is literally one of those games. I never got to play it though, like hard body, but that game is really fun. Then it goes Street Fighter 5 because it's literally the game I started to like genuinely put myself in the spot with like fighting games and stuff like that. And then the last one, I think you guys know, it is Under Night because of the genuine difficulty to get it. Like I'm still in the combo trial.
I swear, I need to start trying to do something because I be getting fighting games out here to people like it's crazy.
Bro, literally, so Under Night's difficulty literally has me stuck there forever. Like I'm still there. I had to figure out my character by just like going through combo trials and doing all that stuff, and it just seeing how hard it is to go through just makes me more motivated to just continue on and doing it again and again and again until I get it like down. It's just so much fun. It's just so much fun to me. I don't know why. It's just fun. And then yeah, that's it. Those are my 3 right now.
I guess it's my turn.
Yeah,
now.
yes, it is.
So I'll start similarly to Zora, right? I'm gonna start with Street Fighter 4 instead because that was like my kind of gateway drug into the rest of the fighting games, right? That's the one where I like really started to take it seriously. Honorable mention to Marvel 3 because that was directly before that, but I did not put as much time into Marvel 3 as I did Street Fighter 4. So Street Fighter 4, I love the game. I still love the game. I like all the like weird shit that you can do in that game, weird option selects. I like the FADC mechanic, even though I suck at it. Right? I just think it's a great game. Then we also have Tekken 7, also not in order, by the way.
Yeah.
Then we got Tekken 7. I've liked Tekken for a really long time. I started playing literally with the first one. If you were here for my origin story, we were talking about the guy who beat us with one hand.
Oh, dude.
So I played a lot of like Tekken 3, but I think that just naturally extends into Tekken 7 because Tekken 7 has like a lot of the same Tekken familiar concepts as like the older games, and I think it's just the most polished game that they came out with up to this point. And I like the way my character plays in that game. So Tekken 7, super good. And then as a surprise to no one, third one is Blaze Blue Central Fiction. I wouldn't say that I'm like really, really good at that game, but I'm pretty decent at it, and it's just a lot of fun to play. I love the way it feels to just like literally hit buttons in that game, no matter what character you play. Even if I play a character that can just mash one button, I play the Katarina in that game. So
I love Terumi's.
Oh, I love Terumi. Terumi is the character I played before the character that I play now is out. I play Mai currently. Before Mai existed, there was Terumi. And there's just something really cathartic about just stomping people out and laughing about it.
That game makes you feel like you're stomping them too, because you're like mashing the button.
Oh, you're mashing that button. And Terumi's like,
Baka.
It's the funniest thing ever. I loved it so much.
no,
Yeah.
Terumi's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are my 3.
My 3. I think I can kind of put these in order. So number 3 for me, because I didn't get to play it as much as I would like to, but I still do love the game, and I always try and get people to play the game whenever it can be brought up a conversation, which is Uniclear. And I play bottom 3 in that game. I play Enkidu, and I still love the game.
Don't you play bottom 3 in like every game you play?
Sometimes. Actually, most times, but not all. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
'Cause
why I'm cursed.
There's some games where I've actually picked a decent character completely by accident. But
I'm such an asshole.
yeah, you good. But yeah, no, I didn't get to play the game as much because it wasn't like a popular game, but it was still a very fun game.
Yeah, I do think that game is really fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then coming up after that is Tekken 7. The reason I love Tekken 7 is because Tekken 7 is what got me into the FGC like hard body for real. And even to this day, there are people that I can beat who actually do practice the game, and I don't practice the game anymore, but I still have enough like skill to like play people and still beat people even without practicing, which is cool because that just shows that's like a testament of how much I played that game. Like I'll lose the first couple sets because I'm like I don't remember, but then like after like the third or fourth of them, I start to remember combos and stuff like that. I'm like, oh okay, I can still do this, and I start winning. So I'm like, that's cool. And my all-time favorite game, I think everybody here knows was the one this was gonna be, and it's Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur is because that is the first game I played hard bodied. Like Siegfried was my dog. I didn't care nothing for Nightmare, even though most people are like, you should play Nightmare. I'm like, nah, I'm playing Siegfried. This guy's fun. He's like he's the character that got me into stance characters because he has like 6 or 7 of them. You know? And they all do different things and they can all like connect to each other. And like, I always thought the way his play style was so cool because like if I swing and go into a stance and you think it's safe, it's like a lot of frame traps that you can set up with that character because it's swing, stance, swing, stance, swing, stance, swing, stance. Like it was so cool. But yeah, that's definitely the reason why those are my top 3. So
Can't pick 3.
You
Top 5.
I understand.
It's hard, bro.
So give them 3.
I got another honorable mention after you're done with yours.
Give them 3 and 2 honorable mentions.
Fuck. All right, so 3 in no particular order. Definitely Tekken 7. Tekken 7 was the first Tekken game I actually like took seriously. I made the fucking dumbass mistake of playing Steve the first time, but yeah, fixed that later on. Switched to King, played a bunch of characters, had a great time. That was the one game where I played one character for so long that I was like, this game is amazing, but I'm kind of getting bored of this character, but I still want to play the game. So I started learning other characters. And Tekken's a game where it's a high skill ceiling. You learning multiple characters, that's a fucking time
That's
investment.
really
man.
hard.
So, like, I would say a majority of the DLC characters I know how to do
hours
stuff
time.
with.
But luckily at that time, we were really only playing Tekken.
Yeah, essentially. After Tekken 7, fuck. Probably BlazBlue, because I like how unique the characters in BlazBlue are. There are character archetypes in BlazBlue that don't exist in any other fucking fighting game.
There are characters in that game that are the same character, but they still play completely different from each other.
Yes, you could, like, they're the same name, and then there's a number at the end of the name that's different, but they play completely different.
I was
Oh, yeah,
thinking, I
number
was thinking
one
more.
and
I was thinking
Yeah,
more,
11 and 12.
11
Fuck,
and
there's
12, yeah.
13, and then there's the character you literally like. It reverses everything you've ever been taught in a fighting game. Like hold back to block. No, you don't want to block. You'd
Nah.
rather just get hit.
I was thinking more Terumi and
Amani.
Yeah,
yeah, Terumi and Hazama,
yeah.
because they're the same person, but they play
Yes and no.
completely different. You know?
They are entirely different characters, playstyle wise.
Yeah, exactly.
Lore wise, it's a little more complicated.
It's just
than that,
the
but-
mechanics in that game they're very complex, but they get even more complex when you stack the character specific mechanics. Because like not every character is going to be looking at the same meter in that game. You know, Hakumen's got his fucking orbs that he builds up,
Yep.
right? Rachel's got the wind bar and she knows where she can direct herself and she starts fucking taking off like it's Mary Poppins. You never know.
Nine's over there playing
Nine's
DDR.
fucking, yeah, Nine's sitting there like, I'm pressing these buttons in this rhythm and match the colors because I fucking took like art theory, whatever. It's fine. Every character in that game is super unique. And then the third game, like, fuck.
It's hard when you got.
It's hard, bro, because like I grew up with both of these games, but I'm gonna have to give it to Marvel 3. Because Marvel 3 I played so much.
What was the
bro.
other one?
Street Fighter 4.
Oh,
I played for like 10
man.
fucking years, man.
It was the opposite of what I said.
Yeah, essentially, right? So I played Marvel 3. I grinded it with a group of friends in high school a shit ton, bro. I tried playing like the meta characters. This shit just didn't work for me. I can do some Doom stuff. Too much work. Captain America.
Our top fours are the same.
It's fucking brain dead, right? And then obviously Street Fighter 4. I played with Frank Street Fighter 4 for fucking like 10 plus years.
I mean, that makes sense. Y'all are family. So.
Exactly. The fifth game also have a shit ton of nostalgia with. It's probably not. It's not any of your guys' list, but Cross Tekken, Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
I didn't get to play that game.
That game is
that game
so fucking fun.
I still
and
wanna play
it
that game.
died
So-
within a year of it being out.
If I had to throw an honorable mention, though, I definitely think for me, MVC 2 would definitely be in there.
Sure. I also played that game when they did the whole HD remaster, but I don't have as many memories with it as I do Marvel 3.
No, I have. So I played that game when it came out on Dreamcast, but we didn't play it. We were kids. We never played it seriously. So we had the fun little jokey teams, and then he showed me like the pro matches, and I'm like, yeah, we were doing none of this as kids.
No Sentinels here.
If there's one game I wish I would have played, it's Killer Instinct.
Oh my God, Killer
That's
Instinct
another
Killer
honorable
Instinct is
mention.
definitely on the honorable mention list, man. Killer Instinct when it got brought to the Xbox was so good.
To be clear, the
PlayStation nerd.
most recent
Yeah.
KI. Like the old ones were good too, but I'm talking about the most recent one.
PlayStation nerd, so I never got to play it.
Man, it
It's on
was
PC?
It was you got freestyle combos.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
That game was crazy. It was
That's
like
really cool.
it had Street Fighter elements. It had like crazy combos. It had back and forth with like the combo breaker system.
Well, combo
and then
break-
there's the combo breaker and the counter breaker, and let's
All reads and mind
So
games.
quick Zora, because I know you don't know what he's talking about. When you were in a combo, if you press the same two buttons, like if it was a heavy and you put heavy combo breaker, right?
Yeah.
Now you could also do the player who, if he thought you were gonna break, you could do a combo counter. So you
counter
combo
breaker.
breaker and then you counter his counter with your own counter.
It's a counter breaker.
Yeah.
So if you like, you're doing the combo, you're hitting him. You know he's gonna break at this specific point in the combo. You can press the same two buttons, and if he tries to break, you get an extension on how much time you have to combo him.
you basically reset the combo, but without scaling. Like you're gonna fucking touch him.
It's like, I knew you were gonna break, so I'm gonna stop you.
You are
Like
so
it was always cool to see a
heavily
combo breaker, but when you saw somebody go counter, it's like oh combo counter, it's like oh it is like the dude screams it out. It's like a yellow flash on the screen.
It's the biggest read in the world, bro.
And it's like it lets everybody who's watching know you got red.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt in anybody's mind that he was in your head.
It's fucked up. And so and then you know, mind games, it gets to the point where like, okay, he knows I'm gonna break. I know he's gonna do the counter breaker. I'm not gonna break the combo. Instead, I'm just gonna let it happen, right? And I'll break elsewhere. But then he knows that, and he's like, I'm not gonna do any of that shit. Instead, I'm gonna let the combo drop intentionally and walk up and throw him and reset. And you get fucked up. That's the mind games, bro. It's KI. It's fucking awesome.
KI is fucking crazy, and it also has like a similar thing to Blaze Blue, where every character has like their own unique mechanic to them, and it's wild.
We'll
man.
just have
You
to
should-
show
If
you.
you've never played that game, you should try it.
Shadow Jago was so annoying.
I never.
God, Shadow Jago was the most annoying person on the
And
planet.
it's a modern fighting game too, so it's not
One of the
it
first
doesn't
games with
have,
rollback.
like, the crazy drink. It was probably the first game that I can think of that had really good rollback that wasn't like on Fightcade or some shit like that.
And the only reason it didn't do well, and I hate to say this because this was the console I had at the time, it was on Xbox.
It was because it was on.
Get fucked.
So nobody would touch it.
Well, it's not that it was on Xbox, because if it was on Xbox 360, it'd be fucking fine.
Yeah.
It was on Xbox
One.
One.
Yeah.
And then when they moved it to PC, people still couldn't play it because PC setups are expensive.
Yep.
Yeah, and tournament and stuff. That's a little different.
Yeah.
But, no.
That's crazy.
People didn't have controllers
Big shame.
for it too.
Wonderful game.
Yeah.
A lot of people who had to buy Xbox One specific arcade sticks because their like adapters
Yeah.
weren't prevalent at that time.
That's true. They didn't really
fucking
have adapters
nightmare.
like that.
Also, one more honorable mention: Cyberbots. If you've never played
That
this,
game is trash. Don't lie to you,
no,
bro.
No, I'm not even gonna sit there and say
fucking
it's not.
game
It was.
That's his.
No. I get you. I'm saying it for me. And if Tengu, you edit this, you will definitely have to agree with me. Cyberbots was so cool because one, you had like every robot had its own unique mechanics. You had like zoners, you had your rushdown, you had your neutral characters. It was cool. And then like the way the robots worked is like you would lose the ability to do certain moves because you could knock parts off people. So like you'll lose an arm and you'll be like, oh well, I don't have any projectiles anymore because you just took my arm. But it's like they had the whole system with shielding counters. Like you had jet boosters, which like made the combat really fast, which I didn't expect when I played the game. I'm thinking of like, oh, it's gonna be like Gundam where it's a little slow, but it's gonna be cool. No, that game is super fast. And then Tengu got all these combos, and I tried to play him. He just first to 10 me, and I didn't even get one. But I didn't.
The man
That sounds
labbed.
like
Yeah, he labbed.
The man labbed. He
He
secretly
labbed.
labbed. And then you got baited into playing him again.
He secretly labbed me, and then he asked me to play him. And I was like, cool, we played it at the
Fucking
arcade. I had
cock-ass, bro.
fun,
You
bro.
think you're slick, but you're not.
Tengu is our local Kusoge expert.
Yep.
So thank
He
you,
knows.
Tengu.
He knows. Always.
And you can't say
Playing
anything.
some
You
weird
played
shit.
Chaos Code. That game's weird.
That game is strange.
Yes. That's a story for another time. As much as I'd like to go into that.
All right.
Long story short, I have a friend in the Chicago fighting game scene who put me on Chaos Code, and I'm sorry I didn't play that game more with you because that game is pretty sick.
All right. Anybody else got anything else to say before we get up out of here?
We good, bro. You know.
No, not really.
It's the second episode you done that. You okay? You over there with the happy grass? That's good.
Nah.
In the state of Florida? No.
Nah.
In this economy?
In this
See,
economy?
now what he said is probably more real.
All right, but friend, you got anything you want to shout out before we get up out of here?
No, just shout outs to Street Fighter 6 coming out this week. I'm really looking forward to it. It might change that top 3 we were just talking about. We'll see about that one.
4 days away.
And we already know. I ain't gonna do it to you. But all right, y'all. We'll consider this round over. We'll see y'all next time. I'm your host, Urbane, and I'm always here with my co-host.